Until last spring, 17-year-old TJ Redmond was a typical teenager. Active in sports and clubs, he also enjoyed singing in his school chorus and participating in his church youth group. But life took a dramatic turn.
Well, I was diagnosed last May of '95 with bone cancer, and that was quite a surprise. I was definitely not expecting that, and totally changed my life.
His cancer, known as osteogenic sarcoma, was particularly vicious and fast-moving.
Well, it was. He had some symptoms, but nothing that would indicate a malignancy. And then to see how far it had already spread before it was ever discovered, that, well, the whole thing was just overwhelming.
For the Redmond family, confronting the initial shock meant doing the one thing they had always done, turning to their faith.
And God, also pray that you guide these students as they finish.
Right from the very start, when we were given the news, of course, it was very devastating. And the first thing we did was go into TJ's room, and our older daughter was there with us. And we all just stood around the bed. We explained it to him, and we held hands and prayed.
TJ underwent extensive chemotherapy, sapping his body of strength, but never draining his spirit.
And so go one day at a time and just try to live life to the fullest and to serve God while I can, and to just keep a positive attitude and hope that through my struggles, maybe that someone else's life could be changed and I can make their life better by how I deal with my situation and overcome the cancer.
In January, Alice Redmond noticed an article in the local newspaper about the Olympic torch relay. The thousands of participants would pass the Olympic flame, torch to torch, 15,000 miles from coast to coast, until it reached the Olympic city. Those considered to be community heroes were encouraged to apply. TJ's mother didn't hesitate to nominate her son.
I just kind of blew it off, and I went off on a ski trip with my church, and when I got back to the church, my mom was there to pick me up, and she handed me the letter that said I'd been chosen. I was like, whoa, how did this happen? And she said, yeah, I nominated you.
While TJ waited for the big day, he continued to live life on his terms, going to classes, singing in the chorus, and attending his school prom.
The story I remember about TJ is that before he was diagnosed with cancer, he was running track, and it was like a long distance. And he already had the cancerous tumor in his leg that he didn't realize that it was cancerous. He was told that it was a shin splint. And so he was running. It hurt him really bad the whole time. But he just kept on running, kept on trying, and finished the race. I think it's great that he's running for the Olympics because he showed heart and character in that race.
On Wednesday, just south of Atlanta, TJ fulfilled his dream.
It wasn't my choice to have the cancer, but if I can, through my struggles, someone else can have a happier life and be able to deal with their struggles in a better way, and I guess it's for the better.
David George, CNN, Atlanta.
He'd given me a bunch of different medicines, and I was still sick, referred me to Scottish Rite, and they did some tests and found some malignant tumors.
TJ Redmond has called upon his inner strength and his faith to help him live his life now as normally as he can. Now, TJ uses the Olympic torch relay as his inspiration.
It's pretty awesome, the thought of knowing that the whole world will be focused on me for that one brief moment while I have the torch. Is that okay? That'll be my shining light. Oh, Lord, be my light and be my salvation. All I want is to be in the light. All I want is to be in the light.
Music and religion have come together to ease the heaviness of TJ's burden. The light that he seeks, he now shines on others.
Many, many people have told me how much he has encouraged them, and just to see him keep on going with the overwhelming odds against him, and really has affected a lot of people.
He's just been an amazing example and inspiration even to me.
TJ's cancer has so far resisted treatment. It recently has become more aggressive. His doctors do not offer encouragement.
What do you think is going to happen to you?
I don't know right now. I'm just praying for a miracle from God. Maybe some treatment that I find that can work with me can be a new revolution in medicine. It can save other lives.
They'll call it the T.J. Redmond treatment.
T.J. Redmond says he lives every day as though it were his last. Advises us to do the same. And on this day, he sings with all his heart and all his soul.
In holy songs of joy.
T.J. Redmond's parents nominated T.J. without him knowing it, and in typical T.J. fashion, when he found out he got it, at first he was excited, and then he became uncomfortable because he didn't think he was worthy to carry it. Well, everybody who knows him thinks the Olympics made a pretty decent choice.
Hey girls, I got the big flame now.
This may be day 82 of the Olympic torch relay, but for the people of Peachtree City, it is the most special day of all. For not only is the flame on its way, but this is the day T.J. Redmond will carry it. TJ's friends and family turn Exchange Point 66 into an impromptu party with TJ as the guest of honor. And then the time draws close. He takes his place in the middle of State Road 54. Down the road, the flame appears, and already TJ gets the feeling this once-in-a-lifetime experience is moving too fast.
Oh, wow, it's already here.
It may be surprising to some that TJ is here. He has bone cancer. When we met him last month, he figured he would have to ride in a golf cart with the torch if he could carry it at all. So there he stands, about to receive the torch. Where is the golf cart? T.J. Redmond will walk with the torch. It is a strain. His cancerous foot is throbbing, but he will walk with the torch.
Hey, Leon.
His arm gets tired, so he asks his escort to support it. His foot gets tired, so he starts hopping. But not only will he not show his discomfort, he mugs for the crowd.
Hey, girls, I got the big flame now.
TJ has saved what little strength he has left for the final yards. He wants to finish in style.
All right, I'm going from here. I got it.
You got it? How you feeling, buddy?
Awesome. It's unbelievable, man. Praise God.
TJ speaks of how carrying the torch makes him feel, but he was chosen to run it because of how he makes others feel.
You know, when I first saw TJ this morning, he came up to me and he wagged the finger in my face. He said, "You've been telling everybody I'm going to ride a golf cart and carry the torch in Fayetteville. This is Peachtree City." All right, TJ, I should have known it was Peachtree City, and I also should have known you weren't going to ride a golf cart. You were going to walk with that flame. Angela, Kimberly?
Well, Mark, you let him know that we are filled with joy for that young man walking with that torch. Yes, he did. Thank you so much.
And it was a chance to carry that flame as part of the torch run that brought such happiness to a local teenager who was battling cancer. TJ Redmond lost his fight against the disease, but at his funeral today, people remembered how he won the race that was his life.
Soon you will rejoice with promised blessings in remembrance of all you withstood.
No one here will ever forget all that TJ Redmond withstood. The cancer, the radiation, the pain, the cancer coming back. He withstood it all triumphantly, unforgettably. Through it all, he made his dreams come true, running the Olympic torch in his hometown of Peachtree City. His cancerous foot so throbbing with pain he had to hop. Doctors said he wasn't even supposed to be able to walk. But that was TJ.
How was it? Awesome. Experience of a lifetime. I was quite tired, but it was worth it.
It was the epitome of his courageous life and death.
Yes, he fought a good fight of faith, and when he had cancer, he continued to fight a good fight. It never got to him. It never got his spirit. It never caused him to whine and cry and complain. He won. He was victorious. He finished the race.
Friends and family of TJ Redmond remembered a winner today, a cheerful boy who packed a lifetime of living into 18 short years, a young man whose giving spirit and faith in God made all who knew him know they're the better for it.
For today will bring miracles tomorrow.
Thousands of people attended today's memorial service for TJ Redmond, including the young people with whom he went on several mission trips, even after his cancer came back.